Before we get into this video, I just want everyone to know that this is my first time making a video like this, so I hope that it's good, and I want you all to enjoy the video. See you later.
Hello, my name is Notice, and I'll be talking about the 4.5 mid-chapter changes to the Locomotion and to the new HUD, and some things that the community has to say about this update. First, I'll start off with the negative arguments against behavior, and after that we'll get to the good arguments and then my final thoughts on the matter. The first argument is that devs do not listen to the community, which I do somewhat agree with. The devs do listen, but they don't really listen enough. I'll give an example, and that is the fact that they are working on colorblind options, which is a huge step forward for the people who are colorblind and do play the game. But also, when 80% of the player feedback says that this HUD is not good, well, then they shouldn't add it, and they still did. They could have at least made it optional, you could have an option for it, so you didn't actually have to use the new HUD, but you could if you wanted to. Yeah, that's pretty much what I think about the fact that they don't listen to us. I think they do, but not enough. The next argument is that this update killed the game. This update did definitely not kill the game. The people who end up quitting the game because of this, well, they were on the verge of quitting already and just needed a final push to get there. But there might actually be some truth that the game might slowly be going downhill. But then if you look at it, in the past 30 days, there have been 20,000 more players than there were in March, July, and August of 2019. And there's even 10,000 more players than there were in November and December of 2018, January, February, April, June, and December of 2019, and January and February of 2020. There has been many points which the game has had less players playing the game. So I don't really think that the game is nowhere close to dying, but if they do continue to ignore the players, then eventually people will quit and they will lose players. But that's gonna be in a couple of years, not really now. The next argument is that the HUD is garbage, and actually I kind of agree. Not really. The HUD is a bit weird, yeah, but it's more like a spectator/tournament HUD rather than actually playing. And I think Scott said that in his video, maybe, or Ots Darva on his stream. I don't really remember where I heard that, but I do really agree with that. It's not the smartest thing to do that, I think, but I mean, if you set it to the lowest, I really like it. I play my game on the lowest in-game HUD setting there is, so I like that more than playing on the biggest possible size. And another thing is that some people say it might resemble a mobile game, but I don't really find that a problem actually. I just think it looks cleaner. Some people are you are allowed to have your own opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I think people will get used to the HUD after a couple of days or weeks or maybe months. But apparently they're also gonna let you customize your HUD later on. So if that is true, then it should help all those people who complain that stuff is scattered everywhere. And while we're on the topic, let's talk about the people who say that everything is cluttered. Yeah, I agree that the old HUD was better because everything was in the bottom left. So you could see 85% of information right at the bottom left. But with this new HUD, there isn't much of a difference between looking. I calculated this, it might be a couple of inches or centimeters wrong, but it's approximately 19 centimeters or 7.4 inches to the bottom right from the middle of the screen. and it's only 15 centimeters or 6 inches to the top of the screen, so it's actually faster to look at the top than it is to look at the bottom left. Also, the people I play with and the people I know, most of them are like rank 2 to 6 kind of. Some are rank 1, I think, but most of them don't look at gens while they are being chased. And looking like to the top middle of your screen while you're doing a generator, that's not hard. There's no reason to complain about it. Yeah, I think people actually just look at the gens after they have gone down, so yeah, don't see a problem with the generators being in the middle top. The next thing is that I've seen some streamers complain that they can't put their camera anywhere, and I think there's 2 solutions to this. Either you play without a webcam, or you cover something that isn't important, like the status effects. That's literally it. That's how you fix it. Either you don't play with the camera, or you move it above the status effect, or something else that's not really any point in showing. But I'm not gonna say that I love everything about the new HUD. I actually do not like the survivor icons in the top left. I think they are awful. Personally, I play, like I said, on the lowest UI scale, and I have to be 2 inches away from my monitor to be able to see how much the down survivors have bled out. It's very hard seeing from where I'm sitting normally. I think they could potentially fix this. I don't really know how, but if they're gonna keep the survivor icons, like you can see if it's a Fang, if it's a Dwight, or if it's a Meg, I don't know. I just think that showing the cosmetics would be a little bit better than what we currently have. And the other thing I do not like about the HUD is the fact that you can see the hook thing 24/7. At least from what I've seen from gameplay. Maybe it actually goes away, but from the custom games I played and from what I saw on Odzdarva's stream, it stays there the entire game, which I do not like. I think they should actually make it so that if you hook somebody, you see it for 10 seconds or 20 seconds or something like that. And or you could put it in the menu. So if you want to press escape, you can see how many hooks you've gotten there instead of on the screen 24/7. But I think the 10-second disappearing one is better actually than just having it in escape. Or just put it in the bottom left, like smaller, I don't know. The next argument we have is that the new Locomotion is garbage. I actually agree a lot more with this than I did with the HUD change. I love everything other than the walking, injured, and hatch animations. For example, the slugging yourself into the hatch looks really dumb, and when you run while injured, it looks like you need to use the restroom. I do not like it. And the walking, I mean, it's fine, but you look very cranky and like robotic. But other than that, I do actually like the new Locomotion. Some people will be mad because they have to relearn like how to do a 360 and like moonwalk, whatever. But from what I have heard on Twitter, you can still do 360s and it still works apparently. But you just need to go into a custom game or the tutorial survivor and just train. That's how you figure out how to 360 again. I'm pretty sure you can still do it. However, one big problem is that you can get hit from further away again. I've noticed it like 3 times, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I've seen gameplay on Twitter and playing myself with my friend. We played and she could hit me from like 1 feet away. Well, not 1 feet away, but her weapon ended 1 feet away from me. So there was 1 foot of space between the weapon end and me, and it still hit me. But I don't think it's that bad compared to before. Back in the days, when you would be hit, it would be very far away. Like Freddy's lunge, he would hit you from like 4 feet away. No, not even 4, like 6 feet away. Like it would be crazy. But this one is only like 1 foot away, so it's not that big of a deal. Other than that, I don't really have a problem with the new Locomotion. Maybe some more animations. I haven't tested them all. I haven't tried that hard, but if there's any more animation problem I have, I'll probably post it in the comments or in the description. Okay, so that was all the negative things I've heard people complain about in the new updates. But now let's get on to the people who defend the devs and the good things about the game. I went on Twitter. I could only find one thing that people are saying, and then I thought about this one myself. Somebody's probably said it. The first thing is that they are pressured into releasing updates. I do not agree with this at all. Dead by Daylight is a one-of-a-kind game. Their only other game that is close to Dead by Daylight is Friday the 13th. And I don't think that game isn't even being updated anymore. I think they stopped updating it, and I actually think they don't even have official servers anymore, only peer-to-peer. But if I'm wrong, please correct me on that. They don't even have to release updates every week. If they just release a bug fix update like once a month or once every 2 or 3 weeks, then release killers and update maps, and the game would be amazing. Personally, I'm fine with it if they can only update 2 maps every 6 months. I mean, I'm fine with that. We don't need to get map overhauls every 3 months. It's fine if we get like 2 maps every 6 months. It's fine. Another thing is the archives. I don't think a lot of people actually enjoy the archives. From what I've heard on Twitter and Twitch streams, most people like the old events more. So I think they shouldn't actually stop doing archives. They should devote less time to it. They should make the archives community ran or something. Like they get only community submissions and stuff. And personally, that's the only good thing in my opinion from the archives, that you can get your skin into the game if you actually are good at drawing, and you can put them in the game. Like, that's the only good thing I see coming from the archive. However, DBD, the people working on it, I think they're overall doing an amazing job. They have given us map reworks with visual overhauls, as well as killer power and add-on reworks every 3 months for a while. And they also release killers every 3 months. Like, it's insane how much they work. 3 months to get a new killer and update 2 maps. Well, it's mostly been 2 maps, but no, actually, it hasn't even been mostly 2 maps. It's been the Crotus, Penn Asylum, and then it's been the Nurse map. I don't know which one is actually which, but the Asylum and the other Asylum, they got updated, and then the Pig. It's like 5 maps average, I think, per rework. Like, it's crazy. Like, they did 2 and then 3 and then like they did an entire realm. Like, they have done a lot of graphical overhauling on their maps, which I think is amazing. It's only been when did they come out last? Like August? Like, it's haven't even been a year yet, I think, since we got the first ones, and there's already been like 12 of them, 15, I don't know, a lot of them. So I think they're actually doing a very good job on their game. They're keeping their game healthy. And for the final argument is that people who defend the game say that they cannot go back to the old HUD, which I think it was not Queen or Peanuts. Sorry if I said any of their names wrong, but I think one of them said that they cannot go back to the old HUD because I don't really know. I don't think they actually said why. I think they just said that they cannot go back. But anyways, I'm not into coding and such. I took some classes for it for like a month back in high school. But other than that, I have no clue on how to code for a video game. But Scott Junt said that he has coded things in the past, so I'll take his word for it. From what I understand from his video, it's really easy to code a HUD for a video game. He said that you should be able to make the old HUD again in like 20 minutes. but we don't actually know if their code is clean and good. They might have some spaghetti code like Team Fortress 2 does, but even if it is spaghetti code, instead of reverting the HUD in 24 hours, they should still be able to revert it in a week or two. And as Scott said, if they blame that they've spent too much time on the new HUD, then that's just a lie, since making a HUD shouldn't take that long and is a simple thing to do, according to him. Okay, so my final thoughts on this whole update thing, where everyone's angry and stuff. It's pretty much just a message for the Dead by Daylight PC team. Overall, I think that they should be more transparent with their player base about what it is they're trying to achieve, and that they listen to people who have a passion for the game, such as Odsdarva, Scott Jund, or True Talent, etc. Instead of ignoring what the passionate players are saying and that they are doing what they think are best for the game. But as things look right now, it seems like they're gonna listen to the community somewhat, but it looks like they're mostly gonna do what they think is best for the game. Even if it actually isn't the best thing for the game, it might even be the worst thing. Like, I don't think anyone knows what the game should be like in its final state, so I don't know. I hope it doesn't end up like a mobile cash grab clone, and that they actually have a plan set out for the game and how they want it to look. And that's pretty much it for the video. I'll have links to most things that I was talking about in this video down in the description. So go there if you want to see some of like Scott Jund's video on the matter or anything else. Okay, so that's it. I just want to say a goodbye for the video, or make an outro, I don't know. I don't really make videos, but basically that's what I think about the game right now. So make sure you let me know what you think about the video or the matter in the comments, and if you liked the video, make sure to like, and if you didn't, then dislike. And if you actually enjoyed the video and thought it was informative or good, then why not hit the subscribe button? It actually helps me out by letting me know I should keep doing videos like this, because like I said, I've never done videos before, so if this gets like a lot of likes, I'll probably make another one. But yeah, that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.